So this little nugget came to me a couple days ago. I'm gonna see if I can deliver it how it came to me. If we don't control American money, or not even just American money, just say money in general. I mean, because you see the connections between all countries in different ways within the sphere of the financial system of the money department. So if we don't control money, then why do they try to control the populace, humanity, the living? I'm not even just say the nation of or United States, because it's global. It's global. So if we don't control, if they don't control the money, then why do they pour so much into carrying or desiring the control of the living's mind? You know, so often enough you see where they just throw the beanbag back and forth, whether it be between organizations, whether it be political groups, depending on, the aisle. Whoever gets the beanbag at that point, then they throw it back, deflection. No, it's this person's fault. No, it's that person's fault. No, it's this organization's fault. No, it's this organization's fault. No, it's this congressman's fault. No, it's this one's. No, it's this political group's fault. No, it's this one's. No, it's this country's fault. No, it's this one's. I mean, it's just like, that's how it's been like this for decades. Decades. But nobody will take accountability in the truth of it's clear as day they control the money department. That's clear as day. And all it is just a full blown out blackmail operation and money laundering between all different spheres of this global. But it's just, I ask myself, if you remove the rose-colored goggles and take a big look at just the full picture, you can just see the reality behind it. You can see the truth. That what they're saying is lies. Whether it comes with a fact or not, it's just a lie, because the actions don't make sense. And when the actions don't make sense, it usually lands on a lie. It usually lands on a cover-up. It usually lands on a blackmail operation or coercion. If the actions don't make sense, if the beanbag keeps getting thrown back and forth, if a new gossip story is thrown out to create a ripple effect of humiliation, right? It's just the beanbag literally getting passed back and forth, because again, the truth resides in the actions. It just does. So often enough, I think we get lost in the reality of trying to understand where the truth resides. And sometimes in this world, in this society, I'm not sure we're gonna get that into. Well, I shouldn't say that. I could see the full truth coming out in the next decade. They're not gonna have control and power forever. They're not. And truth be told, a lot of them are getting very much older. And the next generation to come within their families, which of course they're going to try to push them into the political sphere. The way that the American population and just people in general are so woke now, the same stuff is not going to work in 5 and 10 years. And they're just not going to stay in power. They know that. That's why they're pulling up all these data centers. That's why they're doing all this stuff. Many of them are building bunkers. I mean, they're going to go in hiding. I mean, it's just... People don't understand. You just got to learn to watch people's actions. Their actions land on the truth. And don't allow the conformity of your reality to take you away from your discernment and your intuition of what you know is right within your heart of hearts. So often enough, there was this huge ploy in my reality when it came to my ex, and just all the antics that were used to make me act out of character, to make me go in a negative headspace. Nobody wants me, all this crap. to make me think negatively about him, about the circumstances. I mean, it's all just been an illusion and a tactic. 100%. 100%. And when you wake up to the reality and the truth of understanding that you were living in a world, because I no longer choose to be in that reality. I've elevated myself above it. Now, whether it still surrounds me, that goes without saying. But that's just not a game board I'm on anymore, by any means. However, does it mean the game board didn't exist or does exist still? Of course. Of course. Duh. However, for me, it was very eye-opening to see how low below the belt people will go. How low below the belt they will go. And how far they'll take it to prove their story right. To prove their side right. Whatever that looks like for them. And it also was eye-opening to me to see, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around why nobody would ask questions on that opposing side. Like, why do you have me doing these peculiar activities? Why do you have me at this place at this time trying to create this illusion? Why are you wanting me to create these said conversations, antics, tactics around said person to get them to act out of character? Why don't you just go have a conversation with them? Why don't you do this in the law system? Why don't you do this in the judicial system? Why don't you do it the righteous way? What are we running here? What kind of operation are we running here? Right? And so that's very unique to me. But then when you start throwing money and you start throwing people's dirty secrets that they may have in their closet, so then they're in balls and chains, and so you're getting forced to do these things. And everybody needs to take care of their babies, you know, as well as we have conditioned a culture and a society that runs so much on money. So if you're offered money, you know, and it may take you to the next level or whatever, not everybody's like Charlie where they just decide, no thank you, no thank you. Why? Well, see how that ended for Charlie. And a lot of people move in fear, you know, and so that's a whole nother operation in itself. And so that was really hard for me to peel back those onion layers of just seeing the gravity and the severity of it all. But see, God knew that those moves would be made. Unfortunately, you know, God sees my heart, he sees your heart. God knows your thoughts, he knows my thoughts. God, the divine, the spirit, they live within this world. They live within us. You can't run from something that lives within you. I know people don't like talking about the spirit. They don't talk about the divine. They say it's evil, it's demonic. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're just deflecting. They're deflecting and they're manipulating, you know? But see, the way that my heart operates, that's something nobody can take away. You can nail me to a cross and throw stones at me for the rest of my life. I'm still going to have a heart. Still going to have a heart until it stops beating and I go up to heaven. That's one thing the world can't take away is your heart. They can do everything under the sun, but they cannot take your heart. And I choose to forgive people. I choose to understand the full scope of things that I don't understand the full story. I don't know the true back end. And so I'm not going to make assumptions on any type of sphere of it. And my heart goes out to everybody that's been pulled into this, truthfully, to make choices and decisions that maybe they're regretting now, or they didn't have a choice to make otherwise, because I know what that feels like too. And so I feel bad. I feel bad just because I didn't become what it is they said I already was. Truthfully. But they failed to leave out everything they were doing in the back for years, you know? And it's just sad. It's a sad scenario in a Truman Show. And I hate that side of it. It breaks my heart. And I pray for everyone within it.